It is never justified for our intelligence, now defined as stereotype for insurgency. When there's insurgency, the Inspector General of Police, the Attorney General of the Federation, Minister of Chief of Army Staff, and Chief of Navy Staff must make sure there is peace in the nation. Peace. There should not be insurgency at all. Killing people, burning their houses in Nigeria, in Ghana, it does not be happening. That is mercenary. That's why we are just like killers. It's not allowed at all in human purpose, because we are not animalistic and barbaric. Animalistic and barbaric mentality is not tolerated in human decency and human living. Because not be thieves and rogues will be now, or animals will be. We are humans. No respect, no value for anything. And this way our ideology is becoming stereotype in insurgency. We have the power as a citizen to hold our leaders accountable for all the problem in the nation. We must hold our leaders accountable and responsible for all the problem in the nation. Our leaders are held accountable. There must supposed to be free and fair election, job opportunities, effective political dispensation. Africa has 54 countries. There are 54 countries in Africa. 54 countries, we're supposed to have the best politics. With 54 countries, what are we doing? That's what I want to help to build now with the Prince Mike Johnson Asset and Wealth Management and the Prince Mike Johnson International Development Plan, where we help every country in Africa to build up. Rural become urban, urban become rural. Everywhere becoming a nation. And jurisdiction will pass, where every street will be peaceful. Prince Mike Johnson Public Relation Consultancy. Prince Mike Johnson Effective Political Dispensation Congress. Because we have no respect in Africa, it's a big problem. You have in Chatham House in London, Queen Elizabeth Institute for effective management, not with corruption, with fraudulent politics we'll be doing. Chatham House in London, Westminster, front bencher, back bencher in the parliament, whips, baroness, upper house, lower house, it's serious, House of Lords, where jurisdiction and legislation is put into place right there on instant. Like House of Commons, you have House of Lord inside the House of Commons, where tips and spokes are not made senators. So it's serious. We have the power as citizens, so accountable. Our leaders should be held accountable for all the problem in the nation. Africa is built up where every citizen will have a feature of the African dream. We just did difficult. You have the American dream. Then why are we difficult? The African dream, just like the American dream. We are all going to America. Don't you go to America, Minister of Defense? What about you, Minister of Trade? Don't you go to America? Then what are you saying? The American dream. The American dream makes sure that every American have a future. It's serious. The American people, they are not joking with us now in Africa. You want to get a good life for your wife, for your children, a good house, a good car. With the American dream, the American man have a consolidation. A life that is what it's good food, good clothes, good house, good everything. You know? The best life with peace. Not to kill. We are not killers. That we want to have the best life doesn't mean we must die first. So with peace, the best life will be achieved. Africa is the greatest place in the world. Africa has shown capacity to commitment to raise their own opportunities. Business will not be institutionalized if transparency institutions are not put in place. Those are the rights that give rise to a democracy. Right to democracy. Natural resources bring great opportunity. Natural resources bring specialization. Natural resources management brings specialization. Natural resources management improve trade. Natural resources improve our finance. We just refuse to build the nation. When international trade will give us specialization, international trade will give us balance of trade, international trade will give us economic consolidation, financial consolidation. Natural resources bring great opportunities, skilled workforce, fabrication, robotic, artificial intelligence, and biometrics. capacity building, financial services for all solar powers, geothermal, biofuel, the best energies, get a job support now for your family. We're not going to support the family, we're not going to support the nation again. That's why we're going to teach budgets. Africa is not a caricature continent. What are we doing now? Africa is not a caricature continent. Africa is not a joke. It's a serious institution and a criminal justice system and a multinational strength. There are more than 20 islands in Africa. I want to make those island nations like Alicante Island. I want to be the president of Alicante Island. There are many islands in Africa. We refuse to make the islands nation. In Europe, Malta is an island. Malta is an island. Cyprus, an island. They get president. I was in Malta. I saw the president of Malta and Cyprus. Those are islands in Europe. They can't make the place to look like a nation because they want to expand Europe. Malta is they are president of Malta and president of Cyprus. What are we doing? All the islands in Africa becoming a nation. Right here on the CNN African Business Startup. Archbishop Prince Mike Johnson, we're not going to breed the nation again. That's what we're going to do. Get ignorant. We're not going to respect the truth. The ultimate act of a nation cowardice is just what they are doing now. Complete wickedness and cowardness, renegacy and stupidity and foolish. Because we should not be foolish and proud. We are not foolish. We're not supposed to do like that now. Children must be well. Child soldiers are not tolerated. We cannot be giving children weapons to fight. 12 years, 13 years fighting in Sudan. When there's supposed to be one Sudan, there must be peace in Darfur. That war in Rwanda should not happen again. Peace in Sierra Leone. That is why very soon I'll be in Sierra Leone, in Sudan, in Darfur, where President Omar al-Bashir will be ousted. I'll be in Burundi, President Nkurunziza will be ousted. It's serious. Even in Congo, Kabila, in Egypt, Abdel Fattah Sisi, because we're supposed to define our own democracy. We should not be allowing the white man to define democracy for us. So we have no right to be doing that. I'm really angry with Africa now. We should not allow the white man from Europe or the United States or China to define democracy for us. We should not allow the white man from Europe to define jurisdiction for us and allow the same white man from Europe or America to define financial policies for us. To allow our dispensation management. Africa's future is up to us. Our future is up to us. The future of Africa is up to us. It's not up to the white person from Europe. It's not up to the white person from China. They are nothing. They can do nothing for us. We're supposed to know. I have nothing to tell our people again. We're supposed to build our country with the graduates, with the professionals, with the multinationals. Fiscal policy, spending. Our freedom is our inheritance. And a new era of progressive begin. Yes, we can. We can. Not yes, I can. You can do nothing. Yes, we can. Shape and fashion and create a greater Africa with glory of living and rising. Where everybody will live in Africa now with happiness and peace. Where robbers will not come and rob people in their houses. There must be peace. There must be job creation. As there is no work now, it will lead to robbery. It will lead to robbery. Robbers will rob. Youth development, self-reliance, private-public partnership, good salaries, wages, good pension, fund, public and private sector, macro and micro economies, hard work, handwork. Everybody must have a handwork. You must go to technical school, go to school, or you do vision, discipline, education. If you cannot do something with your hand, what do you mean you cannot do anything with your hand? Like me, I'm a songwriter, I write songs and I sing them. You can do something, or you do sports, or you must go to school. Children must go to school. In Europe, education is compulsory. In Holland, in England, in Holland, you must go to school, or the children must go to school. Not to worry about it. Farming, agricultural science, education. Primary education is very important for every kid. Kindergarten, primary. Employment opportunities, educational opportunities, affordable, global trend. Family must survive. Government investing on every facet of youth development. Government sustaining youth development and giving them the hope that they can make it in their own country now through job creation and vocational opportunities. Every natural resources becoming potential industry for modification and innovation employment, institutional support for our citizen capacity development support initiative, innovative diagnostic system for youth empowerment, robotic engineering. It's serious. Democracy, health, education, peace, resolution in conflict, how to tackle corruption. Corruption should now be there. We are not thieves and rogues on a serious note and killers. We need to build our nation. Africa is the greatest place in the world. And why so angry now? I'm playing the role of the Emperor of Africa, the Attorney General of Africa, and the Archbishop of Africa. And tell the white man from Europe to get out, including the Chinese man to get out, and the American to get lost. Because we're supposed to build Africa up. I saw the Americans building America and Europe. Tell the white man from Europe to get out, tell the Chinese man to go to hell, and the man from China to get lost. We're supposed to build our country up. We can, yes we can do it. To build the nation up. We not fit build our country, we are duping budget. Africa is the richest place in human purpose. Africa is the richest continent in human purpose. Africa is the richest continent in human history. Africa is the greatest place in the world. Then what are we doing? We have 54 countries. We cannot unite. We cannot build up together. We are doing insurgency. We should not be doing that. Terrorism should not be in the last election, 2018 in Cameroon was a complete shambles, where Paul Biya became president of Cameroon for the seventh term. That is a complete illiteracy and complete renegacy now, and a complete foolish recommendation from the president of Cameroon, being president for 7 times. When 4 years and 8 years is the limit of political dispensation of any presidency. We need prime ministership. Monarchy must come into our democracy. Here I form the African International Criminal Court, African Navy Sea. I'm in Holland now. Even the white man said it's good. Oh. What are we doing now? African International Criminal Courts. And tell the white people to get out. We bring our leaders from Africa to indict in Europe. It's a disgrace, humiliation, and a shame to our restitution and our jurisdiction to indict an African leader who committed war crime in Europe, in Africa and Europe. We refuse to build our country. We refuse to give our people food to eat or water to drink. When our people are supposed to have food to eat and water to drink? We are doing insurgency. Should not be in Nigeria. Those people killing people in Nigeria, I don't think they are from Nigeria. You are supposed to know that. When the Inspector General of Police, if someone to the parliament, you are supposed to be there. You have no right not to respect the summon of the parliament. Do you understand me, the Inspector General of Police? Do you understand me? Don't tell me yes. President can be someone, IG. You are the Inspector General of Police of a nation. Nigeria, Ghana, it doesn't matter. You cannot make sure there's peace in the country. Where police will be formed. Police officers in Nigeria are supposed to be more than 3 million. What are we doing? Soldiers in Europe, more than 5 million soldiers. In NATO, 5 million soldiers in NATO. In Europe, in China, almost 5 million soldiers. So, in China, we need millions of soldiers to protect the nation. We need millions of police officers to protect the nation. No? It's serious. Millions of custom officers, millions, where we form National Guard. You are the Minister of Chief of Army Staff, National Guard. It's stronger than the Marine and the soldier. The National Guard is stronger than the Marine and the soldier. Then why don't we have National Guard now? Like the US Navy SEALs. It's serious from America now with the Navy SEAL. That Navy SEAL commando now, it's not joking now. It's going to kill the terrorist or the insurgent or the kidnapper and the armed robber now. From America, in Sacramento, in California, or in London. We did not build the country. We are doing corruption. We are doing budget. I saw the big Europe with budgets. Holland, England. As they give it the budget, the governor will use it. Every local government becoming county. County, they call it. Local government. We are still doing local. Building a nation. Where our independent day, we will display missiles, called missiles, straight missiles, including drone. Europe is protected. China is a global power today because they produce goods, fabrication, science and technology, solar energy, biofuel, green energy. They are the best. With the strongest soldiers in the world. US Army is the strongest. China will tell you now their soldier is the strongest. Even Russia will tell you. 50 years ago, Nigerian Army was the strongest in Africa. The army in Nigeria is supposed to be more than 5 million soldiers. If I was minister, chief of army staff in Nigeria, there would be peace. So I would have more than 20 million soldiers. So and national reserve. You are the chief of army staff. You don't have national reserve. National reserve. People want to do the work of soldiers, but civilians. If you call them, they will help to protect the nation. We didn't protect the nation now. You are doing corruption. Attorney General of the Federation have no right to be making friends with ministers and president. There must be jurisdiction, judiciary. The judiciary makes sure that the law is respected. With corruption, kick back, kick front, money under table for hand, and we are doing corruption with fraud, then that judiciary will not have effect again with corruption now. So we must build the nation and make sure Africa is the greatest place in the world. We owe our people the obligation to make sure we give them good life, to make sure that life is worth it. Our future generation need to have a great Africa where they will be proud of. Very soon I will be in Cameroon. Well, I will really talk to Paul Biya because there's supposed to be new president in Cameroon, 2018. It's a shame. We have totally no respect. Agitation for freedom is normal. The English side and the French side of Cameroon, if they want to separate, they separate. There's an English and French side of Canada. There's a Dutch and Dutch side of Belgium. What are we doing in Cameroon? Killing in a politics that is nothing, including the presidency and the money. Africans are great people with Michael Jackson and President Barack Obama. Tupac Shakur. President Barack Obama was a great leader. Why did you respect him to help us build with his ideas? The best ideas Obama has, from Harvard University, from Yale, from Cambridge and Oxford. Doctorate. We didn't call him to help us build. With peace, the country is built up. It's not by power, but by might. That might means wisdom, knowledge and understanding and peace. I saw Europeans respecting peace daily to build their nation. What are we doing? We just refuse to build the country. We are doing corruption. So we must build Africa up. That's why I'm here, to build up. Yes, we can. We, not yes, I can. Yes, we can. So let me take a break now. I'll be right back, right here on the CNN African Business Startup, Prince Mike Johnson Show. In the African Voices and African Business Startup. So we can do it. We need to build Africa up. It's 2018. We cannot be creeping indoors. And our children should not be eating from garbage can. Children must have borehole. That governor of the state in Nigeria, in Ghana, in Cameroon, you are a governor of a state. You cannot make sure that every community in the local government have borehole and clean water to drink. It's called pure water. We all drink the water. Governor, don't you drink the water? What about your minister of trade? Don't you drink the water? Then what are you saying? Water, water, water. Don't you eat this sardine, fish, chicken? We make sure that we build our nation. They have food to eat in Europe and water to drink. With €1 you can feed in Holland, in England. £1 will give you food to eat. €1 will give you food to eat. Value equilibrium on qualitative, valuta, qualitative equilibrium on financial values. That's how to do it. Serious leaders, disciplined people. You make leaders of a nation who are not ready to joke around, but to make sure a country is built up with serious hard work and budget effective. So ladies and gentlemen, that's why I'm here, to be the emperor of Africa. I need the support of President Barack Obama, Mr. Mo Ibrahim, Mr. Mo Ibrahim, Archbishop Desmond Tutu to support this movie. Because you have the Archbishop of South Africa, Archbishop Desmond Tutu. I want to be the Archbishop of Africa. It's a bigger purpose. Greater, stronger purpose. Real man purpose. A real leader. A real leader, a real man to build. We deserve the best, so I don't know what we are doing now. We deserve the best. The best we deserve in Africa. Because the American will tell you United States is the best. And him be the best. The American not go agree. So you better. You go say, no, you not go agree. No, you not go agree. The American not go agree. So you did better than him or her. No, you not go agree. No. You go say it's the best. It's from America. They are the best. The British person go tell you say I am be the best. People from Holland now, you know, go agree say they're primitive. Oh. No, 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 he go tell you, you know, they not be primitive. No, 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 you not go agree. Oh. From Holland, from England, you not go Greece, he not be primitive. He's an advanced person. Now, so he go tell you, the person from Europe. So we need to build our nation now and make sure the qualitative value of our country is into craftsmanship, handwork. What you can do with your hand. You cannot hold anything again for hand. China, they build those products with handwork, fabrication. That is how China became global power. They produce products, not only package. I repeat, you package the goods, you franchise these goods, you trademark. If you don't trademark that product and franchise, that product will not be eligible for export. That's why Africa economy is completely humiliated. And our blockchain and acquisition completely left alone for the whites. Which can fear with the fear white people now? Why will we leave the money for them now and the trade? We leave trade and money for whites? Man, we should not be doing that. We must make sure that we balance our trade. And tell the white people to make sure they build our country with us. Where we'll become global power. Very soon I will be in the European Union and the United Nations. Where I will make this whole institutionalization, project management known to the world. With the African International Criminal Court, United States of Africa. Very soon I'll be in the United States also to talk about police brutality, gun control. Every kid, you cannot be creepy or bloody. Creep is dead, blood is dead, Aryan nation is dead, M13 is dead. Ganging is not alive. You must go to school or do something with your hand work. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? We cannot be ganging. That gang now goes on to loss of life. Oh. I saw it in America, in Africa, over in Europe. Ganging. It goes on to fights. Before you know now, it goes on to shooting. A fool for the other side now go cause fight. You know? It go cause fight. Loss of life will come up. From a senseless ganging now that is not supposed to be there. When kids are supposed to go to school, yes, you can do something with your hand. You go to school, you must do something with your life. Something sensible. Ganging is not it. And cop should not shoot a black person on the streets. That cop must be indicted by the police chief, district attorney. Your work is to serve and to protect the officer. Do you understand me? Do you understand me, the officer? Joseph, don't talk to me. Sorry for my language. Hey, don't talk. Hey, officer, don't talk to me. Your work is to serve and protect. Why did he shoot the black person on the street when he did not commit a crime? That kind of officer is supposed to be indicted by the police chief. This is attorney, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be in the United States to talk to those police chief and district attorney and make sure jurisdiction is right there and effective. We should not be miscarrying justice. So justice should not be miscarried. We refuse to make sure that justice is not miscarried. In America now, when justice is supposed to be served, we need to serve justice and make sure justice is served. That's how to do it. As the best African leader of all time, I'm talking now, to build Africa. So that white people from Europe and all over the world will come to Africa to stay. Yeah? No, not Alahan, all Zalaman. Building a global society, a global nation, global leader. What are we doing? Donald Trump is a global leader. Obama is a global leader. Vladimir Putin is a global leader. Leader, not follow. White people, they're not going to follow us for back. They want to lead us. Lead. We don't feel lead our nation to build up again. We must lead it up. Where Africa will now become a global power, the 54 countries become a global nation, and all the presidents become a global president. That's my biggest dream. Right here on the CNN African Business. I want to thank you, Mr. Tetona, the director of CNN, President Barack Obama, President Nelson Mandela, Prime Minister Isidore Sankara, Prime Minister Patrice Lumumba, and all Mr. Tupac Shakur, Mr. Marcus Garvey, Mr. Colin Powell, and everybody, Mr. Mo Ibrahim, Archbishop Desmond Tutu, Archbishop Justin Welby, and everybody who has sponsored these people, and the people of Africa to make me the Attorney General of Africa, the Archbishop of Africa, and the Emperor of Africa. So I want to thank all my my fans all over the world. Billions of people. Yeah, bro, how you doing?
How are you?
I'm doing a movie.
How are you?
The Emperor of Africa. Why don't, sir? Yeah, why don't, sir? Yeah? Okay, well done. So, yeah, well done, sir. God bless you. So, we need to build up our nation. Building up a nation is hard work. Seaport and seaport, airport, free for exports, logistic, tram, metro. We cannot give our people tram or metro or train. Africa is the richest place in the world. What are we doing? We need to build Africa up with peace. A country will be built up with peace. You enjoy life to the best. Life is sweet if there is peace. Life sweet if you have money and there's peace. Great family, great friends around you. People who have respect for you. No respect, no value for anything is a big problem. I saw it in America, in Europe, in Africa. We have lost it. 2018, we cannot become global nations. So that's what I want to help to build now. Right there from the United Nations, European Union, they will form the United States of Africa, like I said. Very soon I will be in Africa, where this change, new African order will be there. Because our leaders now, they're just not making an example. With the leaders we have now, our country is completely killed. And our life put in complete murder and death for no reason. The citizens are killed in cold blood by the leaders now who have no respect for human life. So right here on the CNN African Business Startup, I'm so happy, glad, proud of myself to be the most intelligent man in the world. Archbishop Prince Mike Johnson, and the best African leader of all time, the best African leader of the 21st century, the best leader of the 21st century. Our country is a heritage of modernization, where effective business qualitative management is supposed to be right there on blockchain. The practicalization of our country's sensibility is right there on the basics of our foundation. So ladies and gentlemen, let me take a break now. I'll be right back on the second stanza of this movie. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can.
Ja, want het volgende week.